Cabbage, love it or hate it, here are 5, or possibly even a few more than that, amazing health benefits of cabbage. Hello, my name is Anna Laura Brown, and I'm a health coach and essential oils educator, and I absolutely love cabbage. And in fact, I have to say that cabbage is probably one of my favorite vegetables. So let's talk about some of the amazing health benefits of cabbage. So first of all, did you know that cabbage contains pretty high amount of vitamin C and potassium, vitamin K, magnesium, B6, and folate? That's a lot of really good vitamins and minerals that are in the vegetable known as cabbage. And it shocks me sometimes when people tell me they've either never had cabbage or maybe they've only had it like in a little bit in coleslaw, but they've literally never made any vegetables, stir fries or soups or chicken or fish dishes with cabbage, because I do it so much. I buy and go through at least one head of cabbage a month, and that's as a single person, and cabbage lasts for a long time in the fridge. So that's another benefit of cabbage, although that's not, directly related to your health, but you can literally keep a really large head of cabbage in the fridge for 3 to 4 weeks without it going bad. So that's another really good advantage to it. Okay, then the second benefit of cabbage is that it can be really good for your digestion. Cabbage is actually one of those vegetables that's really good for your digestive system. It's really soft and gentle on your digestive system. So even some of the most strictest elimination diets out there, including something like the autoimmune paleo diet, which I am really not a big fan of, I did a podcast episode all about why I don't like it, and you can reach out to me if you want to know even more about that. But cabbage is one of those vegetables and foods that you can still eat even on a super strict diet like that. Also, number 3, cabbage is really good for your heart health. So, if you're worried about heart issues, that kind of thing, which those have skyrocketed in recent years, cabbage is really good for your heart. Then number 4, cabbage also contains a lot of polyphenols. So if you've watched any of my other videos, especially some of the videos talking about my journey to recovering from knee surgery and knee pain and things like that, you will know that I have talked about polyphenols. And polyphenols are a really good way to reduce pain. And so cabbage contains a lot of those polyphenols naturally. Then 5th, and not last, and certainly not least, cabbage has a really big form of antioxidants. So if you are really looking to reduce your swelling and your inflammation throughout your body, you need a lot more antioxidants, and cabbage is a really good way to get it. So let's go back and summarize some of the great health benefits of cabbage. And then at the end, as a bonus, I'm going to share with you a couple of my favorite recipes with cabbage. So cabbage is really high in vitamin C, potassium, fiber, vitamin K, magnesium, B6, and folate. And actually one serving also has 1 gram of protein. So you wouldn't necessarily think of a vegetable like cabbage as having protein, but it does. Then it's also really good for your digestion, your heart health, has really good polyphenols that are something that you want a lot of, especially if you have pain issues, and antioxidants. So these are some of the many amazing health benefits of cabbage. So what are some of my favorite recipes with cabbage? Well, for one thing, I think cabbage is really good in like a chicken soup. So you can make chicken soup, and in addition to the carrot, onion, celery, maybe some potatoes, maybe some gluten-free noodles, you can also put in some cabbage, and it works really, really well that way. I also really like cabbage in stir fry, so you can make like a stir fry with cabbage, also put in like some carrots, onions, broccoli, maybe some chicken, or some shrimp, or some salmon. So it makes a really good combination for that. I know a lot of people also will make different dishes with like cabbage and beef. Personally, I don't eat beef, so that's not something I've ever done, but I know that that's a pretty popular combination that people like to use. So those are just a few of the ways that you can cook cabbage. You can, of course, use it raw in like a salad, that kind of thing. Personally, I don't recommend it raw, especially if you have thyroid issues, which I do, or other autoimmune issues. So you want to be careful. And quite frankly, I don't really like cabbage raw. I feel like it's one of those things you need to cook. But you also can overcook cabbage as well. So you want to be really careful to more or less just lightly steam it rather than overcooking it. So now let me actually show you what I'm having for dinner. That is a recipe that, of course, has cabbage in it, and is a really good one. There you go. This is my dinner for tonight. You can see it's brown rice, gluten-free pasta, the kind I get at Trader Joe's, with a little bit of butter, cabbage, and you can see there that it's been cooked, but it isn't like overcooked. And the main way you can tell that cabbage isn't overcooked is that it looks, you know, like kind of like a lighter green, but it's not like super dark green, super mushy. And then it's got some mushrooms in it and some chicken thigh that I have sauteed. And I sauteed it all together. The chicken was a little bit, the chicken was completely frozen actually. So I had to cook the chicken in the pan first and get it, you know, about halfway cooked before then I added in the cabbage and the mushrooms and a little bit of water and sauteed, cooked it. And yeah, this is a really great combination. Another combination that would be really good with this is you could also, instead of the cabbage, have like onion, celery, and carrot. Or you could also, instead of cabbage, have like broccoli or zucchini or really any other kind of vegetable. Or, you know, in addition to the cabbage, instead of the mushrooms, you could have like either a yellow onion or some red onion, or you could also have, you know, like a little bit of broccoli along with the cabbage too, and that would be really good.